Welcome to Vibrant Numerals. So in this video, we're going to talk about the vibrations for September 2025. I'm Elizabeth, and I help spiritual practitioners and number enthusiasts apply numerology to their practice and to their everyday life. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. So we have reached this ninth month in this year 2025 that adds up to 9. This is some very powerful vibration, some very powerful energy in this month. And even more so because the 9 that we're getting for the vibration of September is coming from an 18, where 18 is the energy of the moon. And any and all cycling energy. So the 8 is infinitely cycling energy. We saw in August that we were really focusing in on what were these cycling energies that were coming back and impacting us, but also that we wanted to create to help us manifest. But here, this 8 is really illuminating for us, just like a full moon. What are the cycles that are outside of us impacting our internal cycles or our internal returns, our personal returns, and that infinitely cycling energy? So when we think about the energy of the moon and the cycles that the moon has, these cycles are so powerful that it can impact individuals' moods, it can impact the weather, it impacts the tides, it has great impacts, and I believe many more impacts that we don't yet understand, and how this moon is impacting us. And so as we come into September and all of this 9 energy of ending cycles or ending patterns are coming into play, we need to understand what are the cycles outside of us. What are the cycles, the systems, the mindsets, the karma that is rolling back around, that whether it's not ours or not is going to impact us and have us needing to reflect on what needs to end. September can bring a time where we have all of this 9 energy. Throughout this whole month, it's like there's a 9-9 portal going on, because we have both the month and the year resonating at 9. So this is a very powerful time of endings. We should be promoting the endings, but also recognizing what we need to hold on to tight to make sure that it does not end. This is a very vibrationally powerful month. So we do have 9 cycles in September, but really every single day, every single moment of this month is going to operate in this 9 energy. So even these 9 cycles we should be using to bring about these endings, because there's no getting away from that 9 flow of vibration. So we do have 3 9 cycles in this month. What you need to see is that the end of these 9 cycles are extremely powerful. These 9 cycles are all ending on 999 portals. So the day is resonating at a 9, the month is resonating at a 9, the year is resonating at a 9, and it's a 9 within a 9 cycle. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Make sure that you are using these 9 cycles to fully and completely end things that need to be ended. And an ending doesn't necessarily mean a complete end. It could be a shift also. So we should expect to see with these 9 cycles a lot of shifting of energy as well. Because we have the 1 and the 9 together in this cycle, it is letting us know that the beginning is the end and the end is the beginning. So we can use any energy that we want to take from one thing instead of like completely ending, because we can't destroy the energy. It has to go somewhere. Um, Instead of thinking about it as completely ending, we can push that energy to that one and then start the next 9 cycle or use it to build something new. So these 9 cycles are extremely very, very important and very vibrationally strong in this month, especially with them ending. On those 999 portals. So this is a wonderful time to be able to, if you have not been able to take advantage of the 9 cycle we have in the months of going through from January until September, this is a time where these vibrations are going to be resonating so strongly. You can catch up and excel through them. So make sure you're using these 9 cycles. The portal days for September 2025 are huge. Where we talk about regularly how these portal days are acting kind of like a whirlpool, where you could use them to be able to flush out energy and release, but also draw energy in. And you just have to make sure that you are very intentional about what energy is coming in and what energy is going out. On these days in September, there's going to be so much movement of energy. It might need to be days that you're just allowing energy to flow. You're just being an observer. You're allowing whatever's meant to come in, whatever's meant to go out, and just observe it. You can document it, work on it a different day, but just observe it. These also portal days are the end of all 3 9 cycles that we have in this month. These are extremely powerful days. Because we are in a year that adds up to 9 and we're in the 9th month, on these days, we don't just have the double vibrational of a 9-9 or like what we saw last month with an 8-8. We're seeing triple. This is a triple 999. All of this 9 energy is huge, has huge momentum. So remembering that those vibrations that are the same, that are sitting next to each other, are creating momentum there, and they're amplified. This is hugely amplified 9 energy, the ending of so many things. If you've been struggling, and it could be struggling for years on ending habits, on ending mindsets, on ending fears, to be able to move on to next steps of ending something that needs to end for your betterment. Now is the time to do it. And on these portal days, you can do it really easily. The vibrations are here for you, where they can actually help you to end and shift any of these energies into a new space effortlessly. There's not much work that we would need to do. Make sure that as we come into these days, that both on the 1 days for the 9 cycles, but also for this whole year, thinking about your goals and your intentions, because a lot of those things are going to be rolling in, and things are going to be moved out of your life for the betterment of those goals and those intentions. So you got to let it move. Do not try and fight this energy. Do not try and keep things from ending that are meant to end or shift or change. Now is the time to let these vibrations do that work for you. So, per usual, there are some important vibrational astrology things that are happening. Some things that are happening in the vibrations in the outer planets, especially that are impacting. The vibrations we're experiencing in this month. And when I first started looking at the astrology, I was kind of hopeful. I was hoping that there wasn't as much happening. Outside of just having this 9 energy be so powerful in this month, because it kind of felt overwhelming to me. But then I started seeing the patterns that there is some very important astrology that is happening and impacting this vibrational tapestry of this month of September. If you would like to get the channeled message that I have written that accompanies the important astrology with the numerology, please make sure to sign up for the Oracle 56 newsletter below. So let's start taking a look. So here we have our first set of energies where what's happening here is what I was seeing is that there's these things that are kind of pairing up. So at the beginning of the month, we have Uranus is now going retrograde in Gemini. We have all of these other planets that are already retrograde. We are in retrograde season. All this energy is turned inward. We're having to review and recover and remember, and it's really an internal thing that we are doing. Um, and now Uranus is doing the same thing and is asking us to really begin to reflect and review in our area of Gemini. This is coupled with this energy of the full moon lunar eclipse. So not only are we in retrograde season, but now here in September, we are seeing these eclipses occur and we are in eclipse season. This first eclipse is in Pisces and we have the North Node that is in Pisces currently. So this is some big vibrational energies that are coming in. Make sure you really look at where your placements are of Uranus, what house is represented by Gemini in your natal chart, and also where is Pisces, because those energies together are going to be very impactful in those personal spaces for you. Then we get to this mid-September, and now we have on the 13th together, we have a Mercury chasmy where it is conjunct with the sun. So this Mercury energy, which rules Gemini. So we already have Uranus in Gemini going retrograde, and now we have Mercury conjunct with the sun, its energy getting illuminated on this 13th. So that energy is even more so. And we have a last quarter moon in Gemini. So a lot of Gemini energy. Make sure that you are ready and prepared for this, because this is also coming right after we've had the first 999 portal that has flushed things out and brought new energy in, all around this theme of ending of cycles and ending of any energies, relationships, mindsets, behaviors that no longer serve us. Then we come into on the 15th, we have Venus trine Chiron. So now Chiron is also in retrograde. Chiron is that wounded healer. So this we can use to end some of the things that are really poking at our wounds that we need to have soothed and healed. We can have this Venus feminine, very nurturing flow energy help us with relieving some of the pressure and the tension on that wound. We also have here mid-month kind of coming together. More of this energy of Mercury. So we've had Gemini and Mercury here at the beginning of the month, moving into mid-month, and now we have these back-to-back aspects with Mercury, and it's all with these planets that are in retrograde, requiring us to remember, review, recover, all of those REs, which also RE is I am. So that's all of that energy as well. And we have 3 of these aspects that are coming in on this 999 portal. So really understand your Mercury. Understand what's happening with your Mercury in your natal chart, because on this day in particular, on the 18th, this energy is going to be very much amplified. Whatever house you have Mercury in, whatever sign you have Mercury in is going to be amplified. So we want to make sure that we are aware of that so we can intentionally use this vibration. Lastly, here at the end of the month, we have some more of these aspects with retrograding planets. So more of that emphasis of review, remember, recover are a lot of the RE words that are coming up, but also the looking at I am and that internal motion of the energy. We also have this new moon solar eclipse that now is in Virgo. And Virgo now is holding the south node, and so for anybody that it has their nodes on this axis of Virgo Pisces, this is going to be a very powerful month for you, even more so, and pushing towards what that life purpose is and what that North Node life purpose is illuminating for you. We also have right here at the end of the month on the 22nd is now when we have the equinox. And so this is another very powerful vibration that is coming in. I don't tend to talk about the moons and the equinoxes in this important astrology, but in this month of September, these are contributing highly to the vibrations that we're seeing and experiencing. So September 2025 has some very big vibrations and energies coming through that are going to very much shake up some of these goals that we have started at the beginning of the year and that we've started years before and for years to come. Please make sure that you let me know in the comments how you are experiencing these September vibrations and how you have been able to work through them and work with them. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell so you can know when my next video comes out. Bye!